communication.
On screen.
Calling Gallifrey High Command. The Nekastani fleet shall not repeat our demands again. Let this be your final warning. Your defenses have failed. Our systems register that the transduction barrier has been totally compromised. Know this. If you do not reply within 10 microspans, we shall have no choice but to descend upon the capital and reclaim our ambassadors by force.
Rassilon, preserve us.
Madam President, the Nekistani are expecting an immediate reply. They're threatening force if we don't comply. Nothing! Damn. What the hell is going on out there? Madam President, what are your orders? Oh, will somebody please get me a visual on the President?
Visual surveillance blocked, Commander. The only reading we're getting is an Artron trace outside the council chambers, and an authorized TARDIS capsule DMAT.
Oh, that's all we need. I want no more unsanctioned departures. Put a restriction on materializations now.
Commander.
At last.
Tell the powers I'm on my way. I will not allow an invasion. Keep them at bay as best you can.
Milady. You heard her, Leran. Get a response sent to the Nekistani immediately and make sure the President's seal is embedded. Let them know we're serious. As soon as we've calmed them, we'll deal with the Sonari forces.
At once, Commander.
Oh, what now?
Materialization request.
I told you. All TARDIS entries are to be...
Not a TARDIS, Commander. It's a time ring. Wait, more than that. The President's biodata seems to be interlaced within its registration codes.
Someone returning at her command?
Well, she wouldn't give a time ring to just anyone.
Allow access.
Yes, Commander.
Well, well. Did you miss me?
What in name?
No time for chit-chat, I'm afraid, Commander. Lots to do. And I brought a friend of mine along. I hope you don't mind.
Ending. Ending. Ending.
It's the end. But the moment has been prepared for. I stop and do nothing. Nothing happens. I am thinking about nothing. I listen to the passing of time. But time isn't passing, is it? Not anymore. It twists and turns of its own volition now. Free from its set course, free from its structure, the age of ordered time. No more. Welcome back, Doctor. You're late.
Sorry. Traffic was murder.
The usual excuse.
Nice rock. Mind if I join you?
Be my guest. It's about the last thing I can lay claim to. What took you so long?
Bit subjective. Time's relative and all that.
I'll give you that one. In a way, I suppose you're right on time. Where have you been?
Playing. Tangled in a game I didn't even know I was part of. And I lost. We all lost. Poor Alfie. I gave in, Romana. I'd had enough. But then I remembered her.
Liberty?
Nancy. The girl I'd let down so badly. I had to come home, had to. Because she deserved at least that. Thing is, I'm not so sure I made it. Because, I mean, where is this? A wasteland of time winds, temporal anomalies spilling through the skies, distant stars perishing and being born again in an instant. Never mind me, Romana, what are you doing here?
I told you, Doctor. Welcome home.
You're telling me that this...
Is Gallifrey? Yes. You got your coordinates just right, Doctor. The home of the Time Lords is no more than a mess of timelines. Could-bes and what-ifs smudged into this. I suppose by rights I shouldn't really be here. Clinging onto the last vestige of the timeline we knew, before it drifts away.
So it's just as I thought. Liberty has won. I suppose a small part of me hoped that it wasn't truly the case. That I'd come back and she'd be stopped like they always are. I guess time had other ideas. What the hell happened here?
It's a long story.
Well, we've got time.
Citizens of Gallifrey, as your Chancellor, it is my great pleasure to usher in our new era of liberation as we return our society to the proud, shining jewel that it once was, making Gallifrey, making the universe great again. However, it is my solemn duty to inform you that there are those who see fit to prevent our return to glory. Those blinded by their own ignorance, who take it upon themselves to challenge Gallifrey's new cause. Observe, citizens! Acting Castellan Cavrin, bring forth the dissenters.
I'm so sorry about this, Taliss. If I could find any way to stop what's...
Don't worry yourself, Cavrin. These are mad times we live in. Some of us must pay the price, but others will live to fight on.
You won't be forgotten.
I should hope not. Keep the faith. Don't let them win.
Citizens, behold your rebels and renegades. Quite the pathetic rabble, I'm sure you'll agree. Hear your Chancellor, citizens. You shall bow down before your new ruler, your liberty.
Well, hello. Quite the turnout. Thank you all for coming. Oh, I absolutely adore those chains. You all wear them so well. Me? This old thing? Oh, stop. Just some old robes I pulled out of Rassilon's wardrobe. Bit pretentious, but I think the collar rather works, don't you? Gosh, are you really the best opposition that Gallifrey has to offer? Hardly more than a bunch of rowdy schoolboys. So let this be a warning to all of you out there with any similar ideas. To oppose me is to oppose the true course of the universe. Stand in the way of our cause, and you stand before time itself. And time shall not be best pleased.
You won't get away with this! To all of you watching this madness, I'm begging you to not let this thing win. We can't let her win! We can't let her win!
Oh, my poor dear. I think I already have. Bye-bye. I do love this job.
Our ruler has spoken, citizens. Rejoice for liberty.
For liberty.
Excellent work, my Liberty. Excellent. Quite the display. My, if this is how you stage a public execution, then I am delirious with ebullience for your inauguration.
What can I say, Chancellor? I do like to put on a good show.
On the day she took control, she made quite the entrance. And yet, it began right under our noses. Liberty had returned before you even left, Doctor. Not that we could have known. Seconds after she departed in the TARDIS, her stolen time ring was granted access to the Castellan's office without hesitation. And the weapon she carried was totally obscured from our senses.
Alfie. The moment.
Yes. Liberty's sentient device, even more powerful than the last. It took barely a fraction of its potential energy to take out our controller. In an instant, they were aged to dust, and reduced to the thread of loom they began life as. The Chancellery Guard did their best to stop Liberty advancing on the Panopticon, but they never stood a chance. It was the quickest and bloodiest battle I've ever known. Only a handful remained, kept alive merely for her amusement. And amongst all that death, the warnings of the Sonari and the Nekastani forces went unanswered. There was nothing stopping them from landing in the capital and attempting to seize the Panopticon. They had no idea what awaited them. Chancellor Hester was in awe of Liberty. He forced me to watch as she tore through the temporal powers. She sent the Sonari mad with projections of every possible death that awaited them, tormenting them until each of them were no more than a catatonic husk. The Nekastani were spliced in two, their bodies split across both themselves and an alternate existence. The paradox broke them apart, cell by cell. And in that sea of bodies, Liberty had Gallifrey in the palm of her hand. I was banished, thrown into the vortex, and stranded with no hope of return in the wasteland of her victory. Gallifrey's ultimate fate. The Nexus was set adrift, the point where everything went wrong, set astray in a mess of timelines and possibilities. But I was luckier than most. I knew you'd come back. I knew I could rely on that one universal constant, that one thing which endures in this new age of doubt. You. Because where there's life, there's hope. There's a chance, there has to be, that we can put this right. It's slipping away, but I know we can find the solution.
It's a nice thought, Romana. Noble to the last. But I'm afraid I'm nothing more than a friend to share these final moments with. There's nothing more to be done. Liberty has the moment. Had. Will have. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Whatever angle you look at it, it's my fault. I could have stopped it, but I let it happen. blinded by a cause he never truly understood and turned into nothing more than a grenade. And I just stood back and let events play out when things could have been so different. But did I have the right?
So this is all it took then? Tavros, the Black Guardian, Fenric, all child's play. But Liberty? Liberty's finding an adversary too great. And why? Because she's wearing your companion's face.
Friend, Romana. My friend's face. She was my friend. All my fault too, because I left her in more danger than I could have known, and look what happened to her. Now I might never be able to get her back.
What happened to you, Doctor? This isn't you. You aren't like this.
Oh, I wish people would stop telling me what I am. Don't lecture me on what I should and shouldn't be, Romana. Don't you dare.
If I can't convince you as a friend, Doctor, then as President of Gallifrey, I find it my obligation.
Obligation? Now's not the time to bog yourself down in tradition and law, Madam President. The high and mighty know-it-all strategy won't work, because look where it got you. President of the Wasteland.
How dare you, Doctor? The last person standing by your side at the end of the universe, and you see fit to call me names, the likes of which I've not heard since the Academy. I try. God knows I try. All these lives, these terms in office, I've tried to be good, I've tried to be the best leader I can. I have to commit. So take it from me, Doctor. Giving up is not an option. Not while the universe is still standing.
The universe is a big boy, Romana. It should be able to look after itself. If it can't, then that's an end to it. We've done enough.
Never. There's always another way out. Always more to be done.
See, I don't think there is. The outcome has finally changed. All these centuries, eons of running and hoping and fighting, for what? I saved so many people, I can't even remember. But it never went without sacrifice. There was always a price to pay. I died for the universe more times than I can count. I lost more friends than I can bear. But for what? I thought I had a responsibility to those that gave their lives, but I can't keep lying to myself. Because this was always going to be the outcome.
Doctor, you don't know what you're saying.
Oh, really?
After all you've done!
So I've finally realised that none of it mattered.
But if you want to have any hope of coming out of this, then...
Well, maybe I don't want to. Maybe I don't care.
I can't see you give in. Not after all this.
The only hope I had left is being paraded around like some trophy, Romana. Liberty is taunting me with Nancy's very existence. How can I stop that monster when she's staring back at me through the eyes of another person I failed to save? The last time Nancy and I spoke, it was just another argument. Never resolved it, never apologised, just thrown into the chase like we always are. And I need to tell her that that's tearing me apart more than anything.
And you know what, Doctor? All this talk is telling me one thing. You might have given up on yourself, but you still want to save your friend. And that can be done. Like I said, where there's life, there's hope. So let's give it everything we've got while we still can. To hell with saving the universe. Let's save her.
Yes. You're right. Let's save Nancy Foster.
So, a plan.
First time for everything.
We need to search for the point when it all went wrong. I'm setting the parameters for a scan of all this debris for our timeline, homing in on the instant when things diverged and unravelled completely.
Liberty said how she planned to use the moment. She was going to detonate it within the Eye of Harmony and destroy the foundations of the Web of Time. That's the point you're after, yes?
Exactly. So we find that precise point when the eye will be destroyed, and we can go back forwards towards that very moment to correct things.
Time Lords and Tenses, I could write a thesis. Lovely plan, Romana. Could even be a great one, if it wasn't for one thing.
And that is?
It's impossible. Our original timeline is fading away in a mass of alternatives that we can't even begin to sift through. The timelines are so twisted and distorted that they've lost all rationality. We're searching through a bowl of spaghetti for a meatball, except there's an infinite amount of spaghetti and thousands of meatballs, all of which are indistinguishable.
And it always comes back to food.
Well, the point still stands. Getting a fix on the eye as it was in that moment is out of the question.
Oh, Doctor. I didn't want to play the know-it-all card again, but you make it so easy. In normal circumstances, yes, I'd agree with you. To search for the eye and all this would be unthinkable. But we've got an anchor, remember? Because I'd taken precautions before all of this.
Oh. The Great Key.
An object fettered to Rassilon's web of time, in tune with its matrices and bound to the timeline it existed within. Using this, we can zero in on the Eye of Harmony at the point of diversion, return to put a stop to liberty and prevent the alternative existence that we find ourselves in.
You are wonderful.
Me? Wonderful? I suppose I am. I've never really thought about it. Scanner set on Vortex Remnants. Sweep engaged. And key at the ready.
Well, time to unlock that next level then. Go on. Come on, old girl. Do your thing.
We have a fix. The key's Artron signature. It's a match. The nexus point.
And the point of no return.
Are you ready?
Let's follow that yellow brick road, Romana. There's no place like home.
Doctor.
My liberty? Is something wrong?
A sudden impulse, riding on the tides of time. There's too much interference to know exactly. But it's the Doctor, that's for sure. Hardly matters. It's of no concern when we're so close to victory.
Indeed, my liberty.
Time marches on apace, and soon it shall be free. Isn't that so, Alfie, darling?
Indeed. Now is the time. Now is the end.
Quite right.
Free time. Free time.
Yes, that's enough now, thank you. Gosh, I really should have installed an off switch. How go the arrangements, Chancellor?
The Panopticon has been fashioned accordingly, my liberty. Ceremonial preparations have been carried out with the utmost attention to detail. Banners of gold hung from the highest rafters, Rassilon's unsightly seals at last removed from view, and a magnificent throne sat at the prow of the Eye of Harmony as requested. Oh, your inauguration shall be the finest Gallifrey has ever seen.
Has and will ever see, Chancellor.
Oh, quite so, quite so. And attendance is already strong. Members of the High Council and representatives from the chapters are beginning to congregate in the halls outside, eager to take their place. That address of yours earlier seemed to go down a treat.
The last of the Time Lords, gathered for the end.
An occasion like no other.
Well, when one is returning the universe to its rightful state, to do so without style would be an awfully missed opportunity, would it not? You've done admirably, my friend.
I am honored to serve, my liberty. The only way forward is back, is it not?
I like that. I think I might use it in my speech. Because the people must understand. They need to know that I don't just seek to restore the dark times. I want a universe beyond even that. Time and space, and matter and consciousness with no borders. Rationality, a distant dream. What awaits is freedom, the likes of which the universe has never known. I will ascend, become more once again. Free of this body, return to a form which only I have ever known. I shall dance, Hester. Oh, I shall dance across the stars, and the light and the dark. And that dance will be so liberating.
Yes. Well, if you will excuse me, I must see to the final preparations for the ceremony.
You do that, Chancellor. Run along.
My liberty.
Ending. Ending.
No, my friend. Not ending. Beginning.
A universe of old. Liberating. Yes, liberating.
Chancellor.
No. Acting Castellan. I've been meaning to have a word. I need an update. Where are you up to with your arrangements?
Well, the security detail's been briefed. I'm struggling to make it work with the limited numbers.
Problems, Cavrin. I want solutions.
Well, of course, but safe to say it wasn't my choice to have half my guard killed. And with Ran...
Excuses. You're the Castellan, for goodness sake. It's your job to sort these things. And I dare say it's exactly the position you wanted to be in, so don't pretend otherwise.
What's that supposed to mean, Chancellor?
You know, I've never liked you, Cavrin. I never thought you worthy of your position. And that goes for all those like you, promoted beyond their rightful place for the sake of progress. Oh, in the dark times, those with power, true power, were the ones who ruled. A Gallifrey led by those who could achieve greatness, vanquishing the great vampires, the Rachnos. And look at us now, a society fronted by the likes of Romana, a president pandering to the temporal powers, striving for equality and fairness. That's not how our society should work. It's not what made us great. And that is what liberty will bring about. She will restore the universe to one where strength and might commands. The likes of you won't stand a chance, I'm afraid.
So why the hell promote me?
To prove one final point. Let this be the last time we give privilege to those unworthy and incapable of wielding such power. Because mark my words, Cavrin, it shall not happen again. Do I make myself clear?
I've seen so many like you, Hester. What you're fighting for, what you're forcing us to do, all it'll mean is more of you. More arrogant, entitled idiots with the sole aim of being on top. You want me to be scared, Chancellor? Well, maybe I am. But I won't live in fear. And that's why you and your precious liberty will never truly win.
Alas, we already have. We are carving the way forward, Castellan. Don't force me to cut through you to do so. Now, the ceremony draws near. Attend to your guards, and be ready. Our president is set to start her term with a bang.
Whoa! Well, choppier than I anticipated. Even worse than when I took that trip on the HMS Victory of Nelson.
Oh, now is really not the time for anecdotes, Doctor.
Oh, I beg to differ. Just take a look at what we're flying through.
What are you talking about? Grief.
Remnants of a time vortex. Echoes of timelines that once were, all fighting with each other desperately to gain dominance.
It's insane! How on Gallifrey can we navigate through it all?
Oh, it gets worse. Because guess who's just spotted us? Hello to you too.
Liberty!
The very same. In her natural form.
So this is what she'll become. This is her victory!
Oh, I've never seen anything like her. Kronos would be embarrassed flapping around next to that. We're flying through the jaws of a demon beyond our understanding.
What?
Oh, another hit.
What's she attacking us with?
Oh, anything she can get her tendrils on. Fragments, splinters of the timelines. Pellets of the French Revolution. Shards of the Sontaran invasion of Gallifrey. Grenades of the fourth rise of Kenpo. All of it bombarding us. She's giving us all she's got.
How the TARDIS can even rationalise any of this? I've no idea! This shouldn't be possible!
Oh, she's putting us through hell and back. Oh, I'm so sorry, old girl.
Incoming! A huge shockwave!
God, you can see it all. It's a battering ram of everything. The fall of Troy and the Silver Devastation, hand in hand and heading straight for us. That's it. Time for evasive maneuver.
Even if we are on course, we can hardly rely on just your flying to get us through this. Not least with that thing after us.
I know.
Oh, what now?
We've been caught in Liberty's net.
Oh, do shut up! We need some propulsion to break free.
Quite right. Oh, I'm really genuinely totally sorry about this, old girl. But we've only got one shot at this. The end's in sight, we can do this. And if it takes tearing yourself apart to get there, then that's the way that it's gotta be.
What are you doing?
Something I've not had to do in a long time. I'm jettisoning parts of the TARDIS.
Oh, good thinking. How much?
Ooh, 60% should do it.
60%? Have you totally lost your mind?
Only way to be sure. And besides, turns out Liberty made one hell of a mistake. Because now I've got nothing to lose. Here goes, Romana. I'd hold on to something if I were you.
Outrageous!
Quite.
I mean, to impose a new president upon us without an election is one thing, but to induct them with such haste, such an ignorant disregard of law and tradition, Councillor Savar.
Oh, I'm utterly beside myself with disgust, Councillor Vaal.
I mean, the paint is barely dry on the panopticon columns, for goodness sake. Honestly, I've not known such a quick investiture since Pandak the Ninth, and that was a scandal in and of itself, I can tell you.
Yes, well, quite, Councillor.
Now, President Romana, that was a very different story. With her, we had a democratically elected leader with a strong standing in our society.
Didn't you stand against her in the last election, Councillor?
That's quite beside the point, Councillor, as well you know.
Of course, Councillor.
This Liberty, or whatever Chancellor Hester referred to her as, she's utterly unsuitable. I mean, to have one of the great Rassilon's rivals instated without rhyme or reason, quite unthinkable, I'm sure you'll agree.
Oh, indeed, Councillor.
In all my regenerations, I can't even begin to recollect such a blatant disregard for the High Council and the ruling chapters. A fine example of what our society's coming to.
Ah, now that's very interesting, Councillor, because I've been collating records myself of past instances of...
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Honored members of the Supreme Council, Cardinals, Time Lords, we are here today to honor the will and wisdom of liberty.
That's it! You can do this, oh my beautiful ship! Don't give up now! Not when we're so close! Oh, she can't take much more of this.
Neither can I.
We've got to hold our nerve, Romana. It's far from being all over.
Doctor!
Oh no. Now that's really cheating.
It's her. She's breaking through, filling the time rotor. Look at it!
Oh no, you don't!
She manifests in here.
She won't get the chance.
Time Lords.
We've not got long. There has to be something.
There is one thing. It's too mad to even consider, though.
Heart's never stopped me before. Come on, I'll try anything.
The TARDIS is linked to the Eye of Harmony. Sever it.
Sorry, what?
Logically, the TARDIS should be drawn to the last vestige of the Eye of Harmony as it was before Liberty destroyed it. If not...
Okay, now that is mad. I like it.
I never thought I'd die doing something as stupid as this.
I did. Remember, Romana, nothing ventured.
Nothing gained. Good luck.
I'm sorry, old girl. So sorry. Hold on!
Is there anyone here to contest the candidate's right to the sash of Rassilon? Is there anyone here to contest the candidate's right to the rod of Rassilon? Is there anyone here to contest the candidate's right to seek the great key of Rassilon?
Always the tensest moment, isn't it? Do continue, Chancellor.
By custom, with wisdom, and for honor, I shall strike 3 times. Should no voice be heard by the 3rd stroke, I will, duty-bound, invest the candidate as President of the Supreme Council of the Time Lords of Gallifrey. What on Gallifrey?
Can't be. The Doctor.
Oh, Doctor, you don't disappoint, do you?
Castellan! Guards! Stop him! Stop him!
Ah, there you are, Liberty. Not missed the just cause or impediment bit yet, have I?
Oh, the blushing bride said I do long ago. You're out of time, I'm afraid. Time Lord.
Oh, don't be such a sore loser. Game over, eh?
Not while I hold all the cards. Alfie, dearest.
Beginning. Careful, Doctor. She's got the moment.
Don't you dare, Liberty!
Enough! Now is the time. I have the sash and rod of Rassilon. Access to the eye is mine. That oath sealed the fate of his people long ago. Let order cease. Let the web rip. Let time be free!
Now is the beginning. The beginning!
No, wait!
It's too late!
She can't have!
The eye! It's falling apart!
At last. Liberation. Goodbye, Doctor. Goodbye.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's glorious. The dark times!
Hester, get back!
The dark times. Just as it was written. This. No!
There's nothing we can do for him, milady. He's gone.
Rogue time winds are seeking their prey. Only right that I should face them too.
No, Doctor, for once. Don't be an idiot! Step away from the eye!
Not when there's a chance, Romana. And that maelstrom, that pit of chaos, is the one thing I came to save. I won't let her down.
You saw what happened to her.
Liberty jumped right into the heart of the eyes. It started to collapse, Doctor. It's too late now. Nancy won't be...
She's in there. It's like you said, Romana. There's a chance. There's always a chance. And where there's life, there's hope.
You don't have to do this!
And yet here I am. Well, Nancy, I'm coming to get you.
Doctor? Can you hear me? Doctor? I don't know where I am. I don't know where I am. It's just there's nothingness. There's endless nothingness. I can't go. I can't go. Doctor. Please.
Nancy.
Doctor.
I'm here, Nancy. Take my hand.
Oh God. I don't even know where my hands are. I'm so lost.
Not anymore. Reach out to me. Reach out with your mind. You can do it.
I can't.
I know you can. You are Nancy Foster, and you are not done yet. Now come on.
Okay.
That's it. Yes, Nancy. I'm here.
Oh, Nancy! Hey, Nancy! It's alright. I found you.
Doctor.
God, I actually found you.
God, I've been so alone.
I know. Safe now, the way.
What's going on? Where are we?
Calm before the storm. The Eye of Harmony's being pulled apart. This is just the edge of the devastation. You see, Liberty jumped right into the heart of the Eye, and it seems parted with you on the way. She has no need of you anymore. You're free.
Free? I don't know how I can ever be free of her. What she did to me, Doctor. She used me like a puppet. I was buried so deep inside my mind, screaming while she used my face, my voice to taunt, to maim, to kill. What have I done?
Nancy, no, you have done nothing.
But I have.
No, listen to me. You are not to blame. It was me who put you in harm's way, me who left you alone for Liberty to take.
You did, Doctor, because if you hadn't pushed me away, then maybe none of this would have happened.
I know, and I'm sorry. I am so sorry, Nancy.
You are to blame.
Of course I am, come on.
It was me.
Nancy, please don't say that. You didn't choose this.
But I did. It was my choice. I was offered the chance to change things. To go back to the way things were. To see Robert again. My brother, Doctor. I could have seen him again. Stopped him from... All it took was a great deal of liberty. I had no idea what that really meant though, Doctor. You've got to understand that.
You agreed?
Yes.
You were willing to wipe everything away, all that we've done.
For a simple life, Doctor. To see my brother again. How could I ever say no to that? Whatever it took, wouldn't you...
What the hell were you thinking? How could you do that?
I didn't know what I was agreeing to,
I
Doctor.
told you nothing.
I don't understand.
Oh, I understand, Nancy. Do you have any idea what you've done?
Of course I do, Doctor. Don't you dare act as if I don't.
Look what I did.
I know. The universe is literally on the brink.
To hell with the universe. What about me? Did all of it really mean that little to you? Planets and stars and adventures, they meant nothing.
Of course they didn't. Oh, you daft man. Of course they didn't. They meant the world. But that's all they were. Adventures. Stories. I stepped through the looking glass, but I was always going to come back out again. I had to. I need to go home, Doctor. And after all this, after all I've had to endure, I think I want to. But not without saying sorry. And not without a proper goodbye.
Nancy, I am sorry. And if this truly has to be goodbye, then I'm going to make sure you get out alive. Liberty has to be stopped. I'm going into the heart of the storm, the centre of the eye. I know it has to be done. And I'll do it alone. I have to. It's my duty. I owe it to the universe, to time, and to you. I'll send you back to the Panopticon. Romana will know what to do. She'll get you home, I promise you.
But you're talking as if you're not coming back. Doctor, please tell me you're coming back. It can't end like this.
But it has to. Goodbye, Nancy.
No! Doctor!
Back through the looking glass.
Doctor!
Nancy! He did it. That's it, I've got you.
Doctor, I've got you. I've got to go back for him.
I'm sorry, Nancy, but I don't think there's anything more we can do now.
The eye has fallen.
And so shall Gallifrey. Come on, Doctor. Come on!
Doctor?
Well then. Here we are at last. The heart of the eye. Or the eye of the storm. Whatever works best.
The birth of my paradise.
Oh, that works too, I suppose. So this is what you really look like, eh? All humongous and vast vines and tendrils.
My new form birthed from the eye's destruction.
Look at you. The spider at the centre of the web.
A web that is breaking, little man. And soon it shall be no more. The eye has little fight left in it.
So I can see. Good job I'm here to do something about that then, I mean, it all sounds really lovely. You know, freedom, emancipation, the pursuit of happiness, I'm all for that really. But what you're letting loose is more than a force of nature. It's a universal constant that gives meaning to us all. You let it run wild and time will go after its own in the end. It'll eat away at itself until nothing remains. Life loses meaning, love and loss and hope and fear, they'll no longer define this universe of yours. That's not better, that's hollow. And it's my duty to stop you from going any further.
Do you think I would allow you into the heart of the eye if you posed any threat to me, Doctor? The oncoming storm is nothing in presence of me. You are merely here to witness my victory. You are my plaything, Time Lord, to do with as I please. Yes.
Just like you did with Nancy, another of your puppets.
I took great care with her, Doctor. You, on the other hand, I have no qualms about breaking. Observe. I pick the threads of time and let them flow once again. Right through your hearts. It's one. Shall we try for the other?
You can't.
Time has become embittered, Doctor. Seeks those that chained it, relishing its newfound freedom, tearing through existence, right through you.
Do you call that power? The Guardians would laugh themselves silly. A stab through one of my hearts. Hardly a fine example of your new party piece.
You dare to taunt me, Doctor. You don't understand. You taste but a mere fraction of my strength. Have some more?
Gladly.
Then I shall splice you in two. Timelines converge. Two potentials split right down the middle. How many doctors can you hold in that head of yours before it hurts so good?
Stop. It's bloody killing me!
Quite the lives you've had, Doctor.
I can take this. I can take this. I forgot about this one. Quite the snazzy get-up, wouldn't you say?
Your prattling never ceases, does it? Give in, Doctor.
Give in? To what? I've had paper cuts worse than this. Is this really the best you have to offer, Liberty?
So many incarnations. So many timelines. Let's see them, shall we?
Wait, no!
Can't you see it, Time-Lord? Multiverses and timelines and the threads of existence unraveling, seeping back and forth throughout reality.
Do you want me?
This is my achievement. Access to all time. This is what I'm giving to the universe, Doctor. Think of it. A universe of pure, true liberation. Not the mere illusion of freedom that existed before. At last, no rules or chains, no commands or bonds, just liberty.
I see them. Timelines twisting and turning. All possibilities. All outcomes. Everything.
Yes. Yes!
Every life that could have lived. Every word left unsaid. Every moment right there in front of us.
Exactly, Doctor. Now you truly see it.
I do. And it's beautiful. Every outcome there for the choosing.
Yes.
Every destination mine to determine.
Yes.
Every end there to see. Even yours.
What?
All those timelines, Liberty. You've shown me them all. Access to all time, didn't you say? Every timeline there to be picked off the vine. And just as I thought, there's one timeline tucked away where you lose.
No, don't play games with me, Doctor.
You were the one who got out the board. Because you underestimated me, didn't you? Just like you did with Nancy and Alfie and all those lives you saw fit to destroy. So self-confident in your own power that you didn't think it remotely possible that someone might be able to stop you. Your life in my hands, Liberty. Do I have the right?
Don't you dare, Time Lord.
I think it's too late to decide that I don't. Because someone gave me a prophecy about a man who thought themselves a god among mortals. His time is the end of time, and his moment, time's undoing. Well, turns out it wasn't about anyone else at all. It was me. I found the moment, Liberty, and it's your undoing.
You can't.
Look at us, eh? Two would-be gods finally spelling their own end. Order and chaos. Turns out both have consequences.
You can't do this to me, Doctor!
The sad thing is, I can. I have to. Everything has its time, and everything ends.
Then so must you, Doctor.
I know.
Your heart's as black as mine, little man.
Maybe they are. Let's see if this timeline judges them fit to keep on beating.
No!
Oh, don't worry yourself, Liberty. We've got all the time in the world.
What the hell's happening?
It's the Doctor.
Oh, that man. That insane fool of a man. I'd kill him if he hadn't already done it to himself.
That's her! She's dying!
And the eye is being drawn back together. Time heals all wounds.
And what about the Doctor?
This can't be it. He can't be gone.
I'm sorry, Nancy. Both of you, get down! The time winds are returning through the eye and we can't get caught in the pathway. He did it. Gallifrey survives. Broken and wounded, but it survives. The universe as it should be, going forward.
But at what cost?
I never even got to say goodbye.
I only wish that I could. Hold on.
Please. Doctor!
It's him.
Oh, you are incredible!
I suppose I am. Never really given it much thought.
You're alive!
I think I...
Oh God!
Cavrin, call for the medics now. Use my presidential codes to get them transmatted down here immediately.
Yes, milady.
Come on, Doctor. I've got you. You can do this. Just stay with me. He'll be all right, won't he? Won't he?
I'm sorry. I can't say. I wish I knew, Nancy. But where there's life, there's hope.
What's happening? Doctor?
Is this death? You have been listening to Doctor Who Across the Universe, Liberty. The Doctor was played by Miles Taylor, with Izzy Walton as Nancy Foster and Liberty. Romana, Izzy West. Chancellor Hester, Simon Allison. Castellan Cavrin, Josh Carr. Controller Leran, Ella GANS. Taliss, Felix Atlas Edwards. Councillor Vaal, Austin NEBBIA. Councillor Savar, JIMI WOLFE. The Moment, Andrew HALSTEIN. Nekastani Leader, Miles Taylor. Also featuring Dominic G. Martin as the Doctor. Sound design and editing, Miles Taylor. Cover art, Caroline Tankersley. Music composer, SONNY KING. Writer, Miles Taylor. Script editor, Angus Michael. Theme tune, SONNY KING. Produced by Miles Taylor for Tailored Vision Productions.